Hi, and welcome back to the channel. In the series of videos I'm going to try and do are pretty much really going through my career. I'll probably start from the most recent type of work that I've been covering off as an enterprise growth architect. But I'll cover things like solution architecture, enterprise architecture, head of architecture, um, all the sort of roles that I've carried out in the last few years. Uh, and I'll try and explain things as I go through, if there's any language that maybe is new or, taken for granted, I'll try and go through that as we talk. So, in the first of the series of a few videos, I'd like to just cover off enterprise growth architect role. So, this role really was working for a startup. A startup had been around for a couple of years, couple of hundred staff, a really, really nice culture within the company under some really great leaders. The interesting thing there is such a busy team, just not getting to do some of the real structured things that really help them grow. So I came in to really try and understand the business a bit first, and then really try and expand the things like the enterprise architecture or the architecture function. So I was looking at things like tool sets, governance processes, but literally going through all their business data applications and technology, and then sort of working with a small group of architects and the CTO to help gather up some information, look at tool sets that would suit them as they let them produce reports, dashboards to various different stakeholders. That's just people within the business. So lots of business knowledge. I'd actually worked for this company before and showed them what enterprise architecture was. So sometimes I do that as well. Sometimes I just come in and explain what that is, show people examples, and then if they want to extend and do more work from that, then we can essentially help them grow out an actual architecture function. So this particular company had lots of information spread over lots of different resources, both people and systems. Some decent systems, some great people, but not in the one place. So it was important to look at an artifact tool. So carried out looking at different tool sets, and eventually got to the point where we were looking at one or two particular tool sets, populated them, and then look at a decision process to buy. So that's kind of one of the interesting kind of areas of architecture that I've covered. The interesting thing there is you're really taking the goals and the objectives, the goals being the larger vision parts of the business. I want to be in two new markets, or I want to have 25% increased profit, or I want to be green. Those are also hugely important areas. But then your digital transformations and business process refinements and data cleansing and things like that, roadmap generation, all those things that are actual objectives, the things that are tangible and time boxed. So those things are important things. And I'll maybe cover off goals and objectives as an actual separate video. I think it's quite a good one to actually cover, so that it really touches across all the different domains of architecture. So it's a good one to probably start off with if going to break down some of the mentorship videos. So that's pretty much it for the quick run through. That's a growth enterprise architect type job, very advisory. If that's of interest to you and you want to ask any questions, drop me a note in the comments or reach out to me on LinkedIn or my WhatsApp, which is always available. Okay, thanks very much. Thanks for watching. Speak to you soon.